Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for soul worship, please.
Ďakujeme, worship band Soul Church.
Okay.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once?
Don't you have a rushing dick to be sucking, sir? I can't hear your fat ass because there's 600 of us and only 3 of you. Nice hat, asshole. This is my message to the media. First of all, what you need to know is that I'm a nobody. Unfortunately for you, there are tens of millions of nobodies. If you will not report on these protests, we will bring it to your fucking door. And we will do it every day until you cover the truth of what is happening in this country.
And here we are, bringing it to their door, April 4th, 2025. My God, what a time to be alive. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Cypher Yogi, Hugh, thank you for being here today in the chat. Let's get that chat rate up today, guys. I haven't streamed in a few days. I have been out of commission. I went and got dental surgery done, oral surgery, and I got drilled harder than Speaker Mike Johnson's grinder account. Let me tell you. They went in, yeah, right in. They pulled a tooth out, went in with a drill. After they went in with a drill, they went back in with a drill, and then they went in with like a threading needle, threaded the drill hole in my skull. And then they ratcheted in an implant. Ratcheted. Like, you could hear it, like, clicking, like a socket wrench. It was crazy. And I had to stay awake for the whole thing. Because I had to drive, so they wouldn't knock me out. So, fortunately, the guy was cool enough to let me put on some music. He's like, what do you want to listen to? I'm like, dude, throw on some Ukrainian music. So he just busted it out. He's ratcheting in this implant in my head. Stitches me up, sends me home. And I've been out of commission, man. It hurt. I am not one for pain. I am not one for pain. It hurt. So I was down for the count for a few days. I still am. I'm still out of it. They got me doped up on painkillers, antibiotics. But we're going to make it through this. I got to. And the reason I got to is, for the first day since we have started the Easter Pisanki fundraiser for Car for Ukraine, Canty Luden and myself, Renegade Jungus, who are now sitting currently at 5,027 euros. For our first day so far in this entire campaign, we had goose eggs yesterday, 0 donations. So I got to get back at it. We got to get back at it. We got to hit it up. Drugs are bad and good. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. They got prescribed to me, and I don't care. I don't have a pain threshold. I know me, okay? I know me. Yeah, never fun but soon eating apples. Yeah, I'm chewing like cheeseburgers on the side of my face now because I got a gigantic hole in my mouth. And I can't touch it for 3 months. It has to sit. They packed it with pig bone, and they put the pig bone in there, and then they packed as much pig bone as they could in there, and then they put the implant and ratchet it. And your body has to either accept or reject it. There's a small chance it can be rejected. Usually what they do is they bone graft first, but he said he liked what he saw on the 3D x-ray. They put you in this machine, and it spins around and takes a 3D image. He said they liked what they saw as far as my bone density, so they put some pig bone up there, did it the same day, saved me 6 months worth of operations, and a lot of money probably. It cost me $2,100 so far just to get the implant done. Chewy cheeseburgers. I have to actually chop them up. So, how do you guys like your sandwiches sliced? Like, some people like them straight down the middle. Some like them sideways. I never knew why I liked them sideways, but now I know. I can only eat a sandwich now, like a piece of bread, if it's sliced that way, because I can start the small end. So, it works well. Blenders, yeah, no. Oh, yes, Sylvester. Thanks for the call out there. Yes, protein shakes have been king so far. No more pickle shots for a while. If you guys know, you know. But, yeah. Blenders are great. I've got the little shaker. I've got a mint chocolate protein. That's really all I'm doing is just drinking 2 of those a day. And, you know, whatever I can snack on for the most part. But it's coming together well. I'm back at it. We got a little bit to cover. We don't have a lot. I'm not going to say we have a lot to cover, but we've got... Dude, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. The news hasn't stopped. Oh, my God. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse. We got a penguin division in NAFO now. It's getting worse. We'll go over that. We'll go over that in a second. Let's go. Let's look at the campaign. Yeah, mix it up. All right, mixing it up. What do we got? So, for the Easter Pisanki fundraiser through Car for Ukraine. By the way, guys, I have the donation link on the top of the chat. So if you guys want to make a donation, please do. I can't handle 2 days in a row with goose eggs. Like, look, I've got 800 and something subs, right? Small platform. Canty's got half that, and we are in 4th place still in this. And we're over week 2 right now in this fundraiser. We're sitting in here with Georgie from Ukraine Matters at 18,746 euros. Mercado Media at 10,205 euros. These are all big platforms, guys. Such a Mimus, 8,475 euros. And then little old us, 4th place, 5,027 euros, guys. Our goal is 11,000 euros for the 104th. We're going to outfit 2 of their companies entirely with armored vehicles They are 2 drone, the Chimera and Sephirim, I believe, are the companies. And yeah, Rick the Ukrainian's in on it. Silicon Curtain, ATP Geopolitics, PSO1, the Shills, On the Edge, Tana Fiona, Baba Yaga fella. Baba Yaga fella's in here. Rudy Acosta, the Soy Pill. Shout out to Soy Pill, he's a badass. War Translated, Laser Pigs up in here, and then Eric. Which I don't know Eric yet. I have to figure out who that is. A couple of people I haven't followed, just because I'm really busy now. Like, oh my god. I thought I was busy before, and then I started doing live streams, and upping the social media, trying to get to 1,000 subs, and holy god. Cypher, shout out to Cypher and Blonde Bombsheller, my mods, for having my back and being there for me. Guys, I could not do this without you. I'm so busy now. I feel like I'm missing so much important news just because of how busy I am. I'm trying to keep up with it. Canty, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see who else we got. Mick Riley, how you doing? Welcome. Who else we got in the chat? Yeah, okay. Well, let's continue on. So, basically, yeah. Man, if we could, like I said, it's posted in the top for the fundraiser. Let's go from there. Another few things, guys. My faith in Threads has been restored. I'll pull that over real quick. I was shocked. I was a little crybaby the other day. I was a crybaby the other day, and I was crying because no one has never once donated on Threads to a fundraiser of mine, ever. And I cried a little bit. And it worked. It worked. Right here. What'd I post? Right here. To this day, not a single person has helped the cause, I spelled it wrong, for my Threads account. If you do, please add it to the comments on the donor box. Not gonna lie, I have no reason to stay here. Worth my time trying to help the bravest warriors our generation has ever known. So basically, I was just like saying, I'm gonna go away unless people actually donate through here. What's Threads, right? And exactly, like, what is Threads? So I went there, and like, no one's. I get like little engagement that I see of. I get little likes, little requotes, little feedback, and Triffit saw it and was like, "You got to talk to at Shy Girl Blushing, a NAFO Felina." And I got a boost, and it came, and we actually got, it was a small amount, but I'll take it. Look, $25-$30 a day from Threads, I will take that. I will stay there for that. Like, that makes it worth my time to repost. It makes it worth my time. And Shy Girl, shout out to Shy Girl Blushing. She put me on a list. There's a list of fundraisers, trusted fundraisers. I'm on that list now. So, thank you. If you're watching, if you see this, thank you so much. It really means the world to me because it feels so lonely over at Threads. But, shout out to Mercado. He even said it the other day. He's like, "Hey, Threads, I'm getting a lot of interaction, so maybe you guys want to head over to Threads." It's kind of a spin-off from Facebook and Instagram, sort of like a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It is a little quiet, sleepy. You got to kind of dig for it, but I think it's coming along. Not as much as, I don't know, Blue Sky, Threads. I've got more donations than Blue Sky. But I think now, honestly, Twitter, I haven't seen much donations come from there, really. Like, it used to be really easy, and now it's really gone to ass. Big time. To the point where, like, now I'm like, is it even worth having an X account anymore? Which a lot of people have already got rid of. Denob in the house. Alan Watkin, hello. How you guys doing? Hey, guys, if you haven't, please hit the like. Please hit the sub. I really need more subs. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. I wanted to get to 1,000 by April 1st. I didn't make my goal, but we went up huge, significantly. I'm going to keep bringing you guys content. As long as there's a fundraiser to go, this is all about fundraising for Ukraine. As long as there's a fundraiser going, I'm going to have this channel. So, 700 years. Because I know there's going to be demining going on for that long. So, get your coffee, whatever it takes. Let's get involved in this right now. Hanging in there. Okay, so yeah, Threads kind of restored my hope. I'm happy about that. Also, if you guys have, you just look up Renegade Chungus if you guys want to find me on Threads. Also, if you haven't, you can check out, I'm on Blue Sky also. Over here on Blue Skies. Type in Renegade Chungus. I'm the only one out there right now, as far as the Chungus goes. And then, guys, I also started a Reddit account. I don't know if there's many fellows over at Reddit, but I do have a Reddit account now. Renegade_Chungus. I haven't touched it in 16 days because I've only got like 2 followers. But if you guys are over on Reddit, please go sub to my channel there. I'll start getting more engaged into it. I barely have karma to post. I can't even post on the R Ukraine page. I can barely post on the R NAFO page without getting 1,000 questions. Hey, BB. But if you guys are over on Reddit, I'm over there as well. And of course, the X account. The horrific X account. Which, yeah, yeah, it's coming soon, guys. It's gonna go away soon, but for now, it's still a necessary evil, unfortunately. Alright, let's get into a little bit of what's going on around the world. Today is April 4th. Tomorrow is the big protest going on, April 5th. There's gonna be a lot going on with that. I'm hoping it's gonna be big. I can't make it out. I have to work, unfortunately. I have to work today, even. Hopefully the bigger channels will push the smaller ones with donations once they reach the goal. Yeah, Merc already said he were Mercado Media. Guys, if you are new here and you don't know who Mercado Media is, stop what you're doing, leave my stream, and go sub to him right now if you need to. Mercado is the shit. He has been spot on for the most part, other than, you know, there's a prediction of Kamala winning the presidential race, which we all thought was going to happen. But he has been spot on everything that the Trump administration was going to do, has done, and plans to do in the future. So you really got to go over. Mercado's the man. He's boosted my channel so much. He's actually inspired me to fundraise and to get this going. A big portion of why I do what I do. But I know most of you guys are already over there. So anyways, let's get into a little bit before I get too skibbity. A lot going on. We got protests. We've got ICE raids. We've got MAGA Regerts. Okay? MAGA Regerts. Not regrets. MAGA Regerts. We got some Regerts going. We're going to get into Regerts. Oh, wait. Yep. We're going to do a little bit of everything. Let's see what we got here. ICE raids.
Meanwhile, members of the small New York community of Sackett's Harbor, upstate, are demanding the return of 3 children who were taken last week by ICE agents during a raid at a dairy farm. At least 7...
There's going to be more about that dairy farm. There is some stuff going on with that dairy farm right here.
Tom Homan, the border czar, is getting his karma. If you're upset about the mass deportations, the lack of human rights, the arrests without due process, you're going to enjoy this story because Tom Homan is getting a taste of his own medicine. Let me fill you in on what happened. Tom Homan lives in a part of New York, a very rural farming community called Sackett's Harbor. And ICE had an arrest warrant. They were looking for someone, a South African, and they raided a home that was practically Tom Homan's next door neighbor. And it was a quaint little dairy farm. And on that farm, in the early morning hours, ICE broke in and pulled a family out of their bed, an elementary school kid, 2 high school kids, and a mother. They were in the system of going through immigration. They had court appointments, and they were not on the list. Tom Homan calls them collateral damage. And for some reason, they take them over 1,000 miles from home. So I guess the lawyers and family and community members can't get to them. Well, Tom Homan wasn't expecting what happened next. The whole town has turned against this guy. The superintendent of schools is on local news, and they're saying, we're a small community of 1,300 people. Everybody knows everybody, and these kids are part of our school family. We want them back. Even the mayor of the town is going to declare a state of emergency and lead a protest to Tom Homan's house demanding the return of this family. Tom Homan was so shook up, he went on local media and started to backpedal. This is the guy who just admitted we deported somebody because of a clerical error to El Salvador and we can't get them back. Well, he's
More on that coming up too. That's not going away, man. They put this poor guy in a freaking El Salvador prison that didn't even belong there.
on camera.
I mean, none of them belong there. None of the people that are getting sent there belong there. Complete crap. There's no due process. Violation of human rights.
Almost crying, saying, I love this town. I want to retire to this town. I didn't mean to bring any undue attention to this town. Once we get through this process, let me see what I could do about getting these people back. You've never seen Tom Homan soften like this and change his attitude. He's the one who's for separating families. He's the one for locking up anybody who happens to get in their way, whether they're accused of any crime or not. And because it's affecting him personally, he's changing his tune. I just can't get over it. This is the same guy who tells us to look away when we feel bad about seeing families getting separated and deported. And now that it's affecting him, the attitude is a lot different.
I am losing my patience for people who don't want to pay attention to this stuff anymore. I'm losing my patience for the people that tell me I'm not political. I don't pay attention to politics. I'm losing my patience for people who are living in the same environment as us, who ignore what is going on and say there's nothing I can do about it. I am losing my patience for people who think their voice doesn't have any power. And that's me. I have to be more patient about it. We need to understand that our voice, it takes one person to change the environment in an area. One person. Whether or not you got a loudspeaker, a telephone, a pen, and a piece of paper, and a postage stamp. One person can change the environment. We need to make people understand that their voice matters. Political pressure works. You can actually get legislation passed. It's happened numerous times. Every time that me and the group of people that advocate, when we call our representatives, literally the following week, there is either a statement put out by the representative on what we just asked for, or he's doing a state, or he's talking in Congress about it. This does work. We have to put more pressure. We have to make them feel uncomfortable. We have to cause good trouble, if you will.
You know, the funny thing is, I saw a flyer for the upcoming protest where the whole town is going to walk and stand in front of Tom Homan's house. And you can tell from the flyer and some of the surrounding materials, a lot of these people are Republicans. It's all mixed. And they stayed on the flyer. This is not an anti-Trump rally. This is against the way the mass deportations are being handled. So again, just like at the Tesla rallies, don't let them paint it like it's all Democrats, all left. Educated, rational people who respect the rule of law are pushing back against Trump. And this is another crack in this wall of lawlessness and authoritarianism. And I'm happy to share this story with you. Please.
So that's the thing about the Salvadorian prisons. We're not going to see anything other than what the major news streams show you, and they'll put on a show. I mean, look at those damn prisoners that were there lined up when what's-her-face is there, the freaking plastic Barbie doll, right? And it looked edited anyways. They're just doing a loop, a picture. And guess what happens if they don't do what they're supposed to do? They get their ass beat, or worse, who knows? So, Anna, if you run into any content where there are people disappearing out of there, maybe independent journalist that's down there trying to cover it, please find me in Discord and send it to me.
Please share it with other people. Help me
Oh,
grow.
one more thing. We have a Discord channel coming. It's going to be probably a few more days until it's 100% sent. When it is, please join
this channel. It's been really hard for me getting my videos out. The algorithm changed. People are being unsubscribed, like without trying to do it. and the videos aren't really circulating the way they used to. So if you like this story, please interact with it. Leave a comment, share it, click the like, whatever you can do.
All right, we're doing that. We did that. One of the worst prisons. You know, I thought those South American prisons were one of the worst, and maybe they still are, until I saw the Syrian prison. And the dungeons, the layers under the earth, and the press machines, and the acid rooms, and the rape rooms, and the children in there, and the desensitized men that haven't seen the light of day or talked to anybody in probably years, that were nonverbal, that were crying like children that didn't know how to talk anymore. I don't want to say it's not happening. I don't know if that level of cruelty is over there. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm ignorant to it. I haven't heard reports like I did in that Syrian prison that was under the Assad regime that was backed by Russia. To me, that's probably the worst I've seen and heard so far. But who knows? You know, I could be completely wrong.
As 2 ICE buses drive away, families collapse in tears, their hands reaching out and their voices breaking as 37 men's futures hang in limbo just down the road.
Entonces me rompen el corazón, no solo por mi sobrino, por toda la...
Giovanna Perez Juarez witnessed and recorded her nephew get detained by ICE outside his job office at the Mount Baker Roofing Company in Bellingham Wednesday morning. She tells me it breaks her heart, not just for her nephew, Jose Manuel, but for the dozens of families now torn apart.
Después mira un mensaje de él diciéndome adiós, tía.
Giovanna says Jose Manuel called her just after 7 a.m., but she missed his call. Immediately after, she says she received a message saying, "Goodbye, Aunt."
Cansa gritar, tía, tía, y yo sentí, y nos enseñó que...
Like many other loved ones, Giovanna drove to the roofing company searching for answers. That's when she says ICE had the place surrounded and was detaining workers. She tells me she and her nephew spotted each other. The 30-year-old called out to her and showed her he was already handcuffed. Almost immediately, she says agents...
Why are we doing this to our neighbors and our friends? Like, why are we after our neighbors and our friends? I bet if you sat someone who supported this in the same room with these people, they'd be shooting the shit with them. Have a good time talking, having coffee. Give a couple amigos or maybe some jalapenos or some Spanglish out there. This is outrageous. This is how desensitized this voting base has become to this sort of behavior. We're just deporting our neighbors and our friends.
Ushered him to get on the bus.
Es preocupante también no saber qué va a pasar con él.
But she's not the only one. In tears, Rosa Isela shared her husband Edgar was also one of the ones detained despite having a court hearing next Thursday seeking asylum. She says agents question the legality of their paperwork.
Que él pidió pues que lo deportaran porque le hicieron.
Fearful of jeopardizing their case, she's decided to keep him anonymous. She tells me the last time she heard from him was this morning, 24 hours after he was taken into custody. She says he's agreed to deportation, claiming he was asked to sign a slew of papers. Otherwise, he'd be held for months.
My father and my family, we had sat down to know the realization that this could happen someday.
Agneli's father and Joselina's son are also among those rounded up. ICE officials telling Fox 13 they carried out a federal search warrant as they investigated undocumented men working for the roofing company. Loved ones say in the last few weeks the company was taking precautions as there was talk of ICE raids.
Last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, the office closed down. None of them went to work because they were suspected that ICE was going to show up.
ICE says the 37 men were arrested for using fake documents or misrepresenting their immigration status to get jobs. A question I took
I call cap.
Directly to families.
I do know that there are many people that were using false documents, but to my knowledge, all those people are hardworking.
ICE officials say all 37 men are currently being held at the detention center in Tacoma. I did reach out to Mount Baker.
Yeah, literally, I'm more afraid to, like, I'd imagine, like, I'm more afraid to travel out of country right now than I ever have been. Just because of my name. I don't even speak Spanish, but my name is a Spanish name. I'm an American citizen. God, the people traveling here from different countries, why would they even want to? Well, plus, like the airlines, every airline, like agency that travels to Canada, all their ticket sales have gone completely down for the United States. Our industry's been destroyed in every way.
Roofing company asking for a statement. In fact, an employee did walk out earlier today. We had a brief interaction until he noticed he was being recorded, at which point he declined to give a comment either in person or even in writing. As of the hour, we have not heard back from the company. As 2 ICE buses drive away.
All right, well, that's that. More of that to come too, guys. It's not stopping. I'm starting to see videos of Ukrainian refugees crying because they're here with their families, and they're not even crying because they might get sent back. They're crying because they don't have enough time to get what they need. They've got a newborn baby coming, and they need to get passports, and they need more time. It's just, dude, I swear to God, if they start sending back a bunch of the people that I know, I'm fucking gonna lose my mind. In a quick way. Let's look at some MAGA regerts.
In 2 weeks, I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me.
I turned the limiter down. Sorry, I'll blow you guys' eardrums out.
Voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now.
The penguins are eating the fish. Tariff them. They're eating the penguins. Or they're tariffing the penguins. God, how crazy is that? But at least we got a NAFO penguin division now. That was long overdue. I used to love penguins when I was a kid. I still do. Leaving MAGA.
The Leaving MAGA movement is taking hold for some people, and these are their voices. Stephanie Messina became a Christian nationalist in 2014, only a few years after she began her career as a pediatric respiratory therapist.
Guys, if you haven't, please hit the sub, hit the like, please. Share it out if you could. Let's get out there. It's going to be a short stream today. I don't have a lot of time today. I'm busy, but we're going to cover some stuff. I couldn't avoid this.
We were watching his addresses, and contrary to everything that I had been taught, being a trained respiratory therapist and working in one of the finest institutions in the country, I wasn't masking, and I was falling in line with all of these anti-science ideas.
Now, as a mom to 5 boys, Messina sees that a slippery slope led her into the Make America Great Again movement.
It isn't about Christianity, it's about control. MAGA is not about Jesus. I did 3 years of really hard work because I knew I needed to change. I knew that that my wounds from my child.
You know, a lot of these people forget that it was people that thought they were doing God a great deed when they put Jesus on a cross.
Childhood, the Christian rights, Christian by name only, by the way, Christian nationalism, I will say it all day long, is Christian in name only, in name only.
Rich Logis considered himself a true MAGA supporter, but after the Republican response to the mass shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, he decided enough was enough.
When I was in the MAGA community myself, we had a fantasy of killing the Republican Party and making it a MAGA party. And I think it is safe to say that that fantasy is now a reality and that the GOP, whatever it was before 2015, no longer exists.
Since then, Logis set up a community for those who have left MAGA or those afraid to leave. He connected with Stephanie Messina after she posted about her departure on social media. They've been working together since.
MAGA is as addictive as nicotine. A lot of, well-meaning people on the left will say it's so pathetic that MAGA people don't wake up until something terrible happens to them. And I'm like, but it's so very human. It's so very human to need a wake-up call.
I've learned a lot about how much bravery it takes for someone to acknowledge publicly that they made a mistake, that they were wrong, that they acknowledge those errors, and that they want to make amends for any statements, actions, or rhetoric that may have harmed others.
That did, not may have, did harm others. Did. And if they actually pull out of this and America actually wakes up, the MAGA movement actually wakes up and realize they fucked up, they better be the first ones out there with a sign protesting right in the front. I expect them to be louder than we are. They need to be held to that.
This literal federal case over those deportations of 200 plus Venezuelan nationals on March 15th has become an uglier and larger case than it has been before. And it could now be on a trajectory towards somebody or some people inside the Trump administration being found in contempt of court.
All right, we got quite a few watching. Nunu, Reefer, Canty's in here, Alan and Cypher, BB. Thank you guys for being here. Denab, Yogi, Info Rabbit. Thank you guys all for being here today.
Judge James Boasberg, the chief judge here in Washington, has not been getting the answers to his questions that he's wanted over the past few days from the Department of Justice. And it was clear today, after a 40-minute hearing, he didn't get the answers he wanted today either. You'll recall he ordered those planes turned around on March 15th, mid-air if they have to be, because he had questions about the use of this 1798 Alien Enemies Act, this rarely used order in American history to expedite these deportations. Planes landed in El Salvador before we could have a closer look. The judge asked the Department of Justice official, did you understand my orders? What I meant when I said it. He also said, you know I didn't mean you should release these Venezuelan nationals, suspected gang members. And the Department of Justice attorney said, yes, we understood that. The judge said, you also understand I didn't mean you couldn't deport them through normal means, the traditional ways. And the Department of Justice attorney said, yes, we understood that too. The judge said, anybody characterizing it otherwise would be mistaken, wouldn't they? Then the timeline. Pardon me for doing this by hand, but we were in federal court. March 14th, that's when the Alien Enemies Act order was signed. That's what the Department of Justice attorney acknowledged under questioning from the judge. Then March 15th, it was 1:12 a.m. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of some Venezuelan nationals. 7 a.m. that morning, the judge is notified. He put a 5 p.m. hearing on the schedule, but then at 3:53, the order to make those deportations happen under the Alien Enemies Act was publicized. The judge wants to know, was my order heard? Who heard it? Who was on the call? Who heard the hearing? He was taking down names of people inside the Department of Justice or the State Department or the Department of Homeland Security. It's clear he wants to hear more from anybody else involved with the decision to or to not turn around those flights. An order could come from him by next week and hearings to follow. This literal.
All right, I'm going to piss you guys off real quick. I saw this popped up on my Instagram feed earlier. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to find it. Maybe it's in Reels. Is it in Reels? This gentleman right here. This is Ukrainian family in USA. Excuse me. Let's see if I can find it. I suck at Instagram. It's the worst for me to navigate. I don't know why. I'm so dumb when it comes to Instagram. I have terrible time navigating it. All right, I'm gonna look at this in background while others play. I can't find it. I suck. Anyways, this guy is worried about getting deported with his wife and his newborn baby, and he is Ukrainian and he is a refugee. So we'll get into that when I can find the actual video. Instead of going skibbity. Next.
I tell you what I've learned. You cannot always outsmart somebody. You can't. You can't win a rational argument with somebody that doesn't care about logic. You can't. You can't. You can't have a really intellectual conversation where you walk away feeling good about it with somebody that thinks Donald Trump is a Christian. Oh, well, you're a silly goose. If you can't outsmart them, what do you got to do? You got to outdumb them. Try it. Fucking works. When they say some dumb shit, be like, what's the dumbest thing I could say right now? And watch their brain explode, you know? I was getting tires put on my monster truck the other day.
I have a monster truck.
I'm an alpha male, and...
Not an actual monster truck, but it's a big lifted Chevy, and I love it.
This guy sat down beside me in the waiting room, and Fox News was on the TV. They were being all fair and balanced. And this dude sat down right beside me. No, they were talking about abortion on Fox News. This dude sits right beside me in the waiting room because he looks at me and he's like, "You're on my team?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And I have earphones on, you know? I'm wearing earphones. It's the international symbol for don't fucking talk to me. Right? And I'm drinking energy drinks, listening to true crime, trying to figure out why I'm in a grumpy mood, you know? I'm like, maybe it's the stimulants and the murder. Who knows? And he nudges me and he goes, "Abortion's a real shame, ain't it?" And I just went. And in my mind, I was like, you gotta outdumb him. So I put my voice on. I looked him in the eye and said, "Hell yeah, buddy, it sure is. That's why I like gay people so much."
Guys, you saying you can't hear? I can't hear. I gotta turn it up. Here, louder.
And he looked at me like I was there, and there. He was so confused. And he goes, "What?" I was like, "Bro, gay people get less abortions than any other group of people, dude. If you're pro-life, you pretty much got to be pro-gay as well." It's like a catch-26, you know. He was like, "I'll be right back. I got to make a phone call."
I am literally going to try this technique. From here on out, I'm outdumbing him. We'll see if that works. I found exactly what I was looking for on Instagram. This is terrible. This is sad. But we're going to play it. You got to see it.
Always gonna be the worst my video ever I make in this channel. We're a family from Ukraine, coming almost 2 years ago to United States under the refugee program. But today, the Trump revoked this program, and sorry for my stress, I'll try. So he revoked the program, he revoked our status, right? Like it can happen within a month. So we became illegal. 240,000 Ukrainians will become illegal 1 month from now. And why am I stressed out? I'm not worried about I will have to go from US. That's okay. I'll get it, Mr. If. But we have a newborn and we don't have a time. We need passport for her. Another 6 weeks. We don't have time. This is horrible. It ain't right. We are a refugee from Ukraine. Like, I'm first time telling this in this tone. Like, it ain't right. Like, okay, give us time. Why 1 month? Like, it's so horrible. 1 hour friend in detention because...
Do you know how hard it is for me to get anybody that I go to at any Ukrainian at these rallies to say anything bad about the United States? Do you know how... Because they just absolutely don't say anything bad about our country because they love us here. They love it here. Why are we allowing them to make this happen? Even if he's still here, even if he stays, the stress and anguish we're putting, they're fleeing a genocide, and we're going to put stress and anguish. It's unforgivable.
Because his status was revoked. It is as horrible as possible. I'm freaked out. I don't know what to do. Like, seriously. We need to make passport for our new baby, because without passport, she cannot leave US. And we don't have this time because they give a month. I don't know if you guys have any ideas, just let me know, because I'm so peaceful person, but right now I'm in super stress. What is going on? I wanna like go right now, but I cannot, like, because I don't wanna be in this thing when every officer can stop me and hold me to detention. No, that's not, but I don't have time.
Brutal, dude.
It's happened, guys.
Brutal.
Probably it's gonna be the
absolutely brutal and uncalled for. Unnecessary. So unnecessary. Yeah, Reefer saved me. For crying out loud. God, that pisses me off more than anything. Oh. Anyways, I don't know if you guys, if you're still on Instagram, I have to use Instagram. Every Ukrainian I know in the United States has an Instagram. Some only use Instagram. If you guys want to follow this guy, it is. I'm gonna throw it in the. This is on Instagram. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here we go. Copy. Post chat. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I guess it did. There you go. It goes through threads. But anyways. Ukrainian _family in _USA. If you want to throw him some words, prayers, whatever, he's over there. I have to use Instagram. I know it was a Cypher says you don't use it anymore, dude. You go to these rallies and you like try to network with people. They're like, do you have Instagram? You have Instagram? I'm like, shit. And then I try to figure it out and anyways, yeah, it's necessary. Instagram is necessary. Absolutely at this point for networking, just alone. Yeah, that's rough. How many Russians are getting deported? Shit. I thought they wouldn't do that to Ukrainians. Look, I don't think it's happened yet, but the language is being used. I mean, it's coming, guys. It's coming. We're lying to ourselves if we don't think it's coming. This is turning into a millionaire's playground. They don't care about anybody who is not equal to them. We're all dispendable. We're all toys for their game, for their entertainment. And once they get tired of us, they throw us in a fucking corner broken. That's exactly how they look at us. If you've ever had millionaire friends or really rich friends, they don't treat you as an equal. They don't. They do. They use their money as power and leverage to do whatever they want. You're there for their entertainment. That is their mindset. And we've allowed this to happen, and it's in our government. 100%. 100%. And if you guys think differently, I'm sorry. It's just not the case. I've had really rich friends before, and they've all been condescending and look at you as subhuman. 100%. Oh yeah, this piece of shit right here.
You probably deserved it.
Hi, I was a worker at HHS. I was fired illegally on February 14th. There are many people who are not getting social service programs, especially people with disabilities. Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it.
Woo shit! Senator Jim Banks told a laid-off U.S. Department of Health and Human Services employee who approached him that he probably deserved it and that they seem like a clown.
Probably deserved it.
I deserved it. Wow. Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown. You probably deserved it.
Hi, I was a...
We're gonna watch this. Let this resonate real quick. Let it get in there a little hard.
A worker at HHS. I was fired illegally on February 14th. There are many people who are not getting social service programs, especially people with disabilities. Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it. Wow. Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown. You probably deserved it.
Hi.
Ooh. Oh boy. Senator Jim Banks wants a little extra attention from everyone. If you're one of his constituents, I highly suggest you call his office and let him know exactly how you feel about this engagement right here. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Senator Jim Banks. Senator Jim Banks. Where are you at, sir? Let's get a little Wikipedia on Mr. Banks here. Oh, Indiana. Anybody from Indiana in the chat? Politician, naval officer, serving 2025 as junior United States Senator from Indiana, Republican. Imagine that. U.S. Representative for Indiana's 3rd Congressional District. 3rd Congressional District. Anybody live in 3rd Congressional District in Indiana here? If you do, you should give this man a call and let him know how you feel about that engagement right there. Boy.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone?
It's like 90% of people on my Facebook.
Anyone? A tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it
fucking nerd
work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. In 19...
Oh my God. Did Trump ever watch Ferris Bueller? Trump never watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off, apparently. Who we got in the chat? We got some new people in chat. Guys, hit the like, subscribe. Let's do this. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. I'm feeling good about this morning. I wasn't anticipating 27 people watching it this early in the morning. Non-prime time in the middle of the week. Thank you guys. Well, end of the week. Oh, I guess it is Friday. Let's get in there, huh? If you can, please check out the fundraiser I got pinned. CarForUkraine.com, Easter Pasonki fundraiser. Me and Canty Luden, who is in the chat, I believe, still, are fundraising armored vehicles for the frontline soldiers. 2 companies out of the 104th. Make depressions great again. Oh, God. I got to stay out of chat. I'm going to get distracted. Yes. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. It's been a struggle. I took a couple days off, like I said earlier. Dental surgery. Got drilled harder than Mike Johnson's Grindr account. But I'm back, and we got a fundraise. We had our first day yesterday of 0 donations on our fundraiser. And like I said, we're in 4th place. I want to maintain that 4th place just because I'm super competitive. Let's see what else we got.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so good. This is so good.
What's that?
You must sign in.
What is that?
You have to sign in for town meeting. Either you're a registered voter, you can sign in with the poll pad, or you're a visitor and you have to sign in using the visitor pass.
You have to sign something to go to a public meeting?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No thanks.
It's the law.
It's not the law.
I will.
Oh, she's snitching. She's snitching.
Hey, excuse me. You need to sign in as a visitor, please. You can't be in this area.
No, it's a public meeting. It's a public area. Please leave me alone.
You have.
Can you please leave me alone?
You have to sign in.
I'm trying to, ma'am. I'm trying to work here.
Excuse me. I am working here.
Can you
also.
stop? I'm trying to work.
I am working here also.
Okay, go up there and work.
No, you go out right now.
It's a public meeting, open to the public. I don't have to.
You have to sign in order to be in this room, and you have to sit up front so that you do not vote.
I don't have to sign anything. It's a public meeting.
I will get.
Ooh, she's snitching too. She's snitching too.
Hi, are you folks here, you citizens of the town?
The fucking Timu Kentucky Fried Colonel Sanders.
Residents of the town?
What's that?
Are you a resident of the town?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Are you a resident of the town?
I don't answer questions. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Anybody can speak.
No.
Yes.
No.
You might want to check up on the law, because you're about to land yourself a lawsuit tonight. So go check it. Go talk to your lawyer.
Can be recognized. Okay.
Go talk to your lawyer, sweetheart.
And you're going to go to the meeting, right? As long as there's no disruption.
I can hit him with the sweetheart.
Another meeting. Okay.
What's your name?
I'm John Barrett. I'm the town moderator.
Right,
I have to make sure that the people are voting. I am.
You're an attorney?
I'm an attorney, yes.
Oh, God. Where did you get your law degree? A Cracker Jack box?
You should sit in one of the seats. Okay.
Wetumpka, Alabama.
Right here, I prefer to stand. I've been in the car all day. I've been working.
Okay.
Trying to bring
All right.
change to
Well,
this
you
town.
can.
If you know, you know.
I know I can. I'm home.
What if he wants to sit though? If he wants to sit, we're gonna have to find other places.
I'm
for
good.
him to sit.
I'm good. Go
What if
ahead,
he wants to
moderate
stand
the
though?
meeting. We're good.
What if he wants to stand though? If he wants, he can stand if he wants. But what if he wants to sit? All right, I'm not answering these questions. Yeah.
Supercuts did a great job, by the way.
Supercuts did a great job, by the way.
R2.
Yes, you are.
It's an open meeting.
It is an open meeting, but it is required to sign in as visitors.
Cool.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Yesterday, when I came in, you were trying to tell me that I have to sign in to attend
Yes.
a public meeting. You told me that it was the law.
Oh, apparently I was wrong.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh man, I wish they would have physically removed him. That would have been a huge lawsuit. Huge, and this would have gone so much more viral.
So it's not a law at all?
Apparently not.
So you guys won't be doing that to anyone anymore, right?
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, I think that you just...
Say that again?
Not.
So you guys won't be doing that to anyone anymore, right?
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, I think that you just clarified to...
If anybody wants to come up on some free money, we can find the address at this public hall. We all go there. We don't sign in, and let's go from there.
Me that you understand now that it is not the law that people have to sign in.
Yep.
Do you intend to try and bully and force people to comply with something that's not a law?
I do what I am told to do, and that is all.
I'm a good little soldier. I do what I'm told. God, why are you talking to me? Sign in.
3 professors at Yale say they are fleeing the country.
So not only are we losing all the people that keep our prices in produce low, our food costs, our lumber, our housing construction prices low, now we're losing the people that educate us.
I'm going to teach in Canada because of President Trump. The White House has launched broad attacks on America's universities, using the threat of federal funding to force them to ban diversity initiatives and crack down on transgender policies. The administration is also threatening the immigration status of multiple foreign-born students and faculty.
We had made our decision in the aftermath of the election. What is happening at universities that terrifies me most, that I did anticipate more than the crackdown on free speech, was the abduction and taking away of people walking down the street. This is very 1930s-esque, not just Nazi Germany, but also the Stalinist Soviet Union. This reign of arbitrariness, that guys in masks not identifying themselves can take anyone away at any time, throw them in some kind of dungeon-like prison, and nobody has any recourse, and you don't know for how long, and no rule of law is obtaining.
Yeah, that doesn't... I'm looking at the comments over here. Trump loves this. He hates education. Facts. Like, this does nobody any good, them leaving, to tell you the truth. But, hey. Take it from the educators. We're in some deep shit, guys. Deep shit. Add some context to what we're watching here. 50-year-old Texas mother who lived in the United States for nearly 4 decades. 4 decades. Was detained outside her house by federal immigration agents, leaving her home devastated and fighting for her. Her family is devastated and fighting for her release. How is this helping us? How? Oh my God.
A warrant to search this premises.
This is pretty shocking to watch. This is video of federal agents inside Columbia University housing. These are agents from the Department of Homeland Security that are there in this apartment searching for a student, Ranjani Srinivasan.
For electronics documents related to Ranjani Srinivasan.
Look at this patriotic shamag he's got going on there.
You could hear them saying that they're there looking for her. They were looking for documents. The State Department revoked her student visa, and as a result, the Department of Homeland Security started searching for her for detention and potential deportation proceedings. But Ranjani had left. She left the United States and went to Canada out of fear that she would be detained.
And who are you with?
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Is that Immigration and Customs Enforcement?
We fall underneath that umbrella, yes we do.
After spending just a few minutes.
So that's also concerning because DHS, they're in our police force. They have regular police officers, at least here in California, they're DHS certified. So they work for DHS. So if DHS is under the umbrella of ICE, that means we have ICE agents in just about every small town in California. And I can see, I didn't think about it. I was, you see California as a safe haven. There's a lot of red communities around here. And I live in one where they could turn, and we could see, hey, go do this here, go do that there. Especially up north here where we are. There's a lot of small communities. They have MAGA rallies up here.
It's, as you can see in that video, going from room to room there. The agents left. They took nothing. They left.
That's another thing. There is no identification. I mean, anybody can buy a Temu ass, head ass, fucking looking, lame ass looking ICE costume and just go and rob people. Like, you don't know who these people are. They're not showing identification. And if they are, they're not filming at least. But, oof, that'd be a legal issue if something happened.
The warrant behind. Ranjani Srinivasan is not the only one facing these kinds of situations across the country at universities. There are other students also facing similar situations. Some have been detained and they're waiting to see what a judge decides.
A warrant to search.
No, yeah, I always thought we were the crazy ones. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Someone's singing Slayer. Reefer's singing Slayer in the chat. Right on. All right, here. How to troll Tesla. This is amazing, guys. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. I need to get gacked out today. I got a big day going on.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Here for our test drive.
We're here for our test drive.
I'm fixing bread.
Ever since I saw Donald Trump out there on the front lawn of the White House, our king, our savior, telling us that we gotta buy these things. We gotta support our guy, right? Okay, just tippity tap this right here. Not working.
It's nice and toasty when we get it.
So this is the computers.
You got it, buddy.
And I can listen to my podcast. I can fire up my Joe Rogan.
You're all there, man. Vignette.
Is there because I heard there was a recall on like this giant piece here.
It's basically, we just found a better way to fix this little piece on the trucks.
Better.
And it was a 1% of trucks that had that issue.
Oh, okay.
But we just wanted to recall them anyway, just so we can fix that piece so no one has that issue anymore.
At the volume. Ooh, I feel that bass. I feel it down in my groin region for some reason.
It's hard, man.
Cyber Beast coming through. Oh my God. This is insane. Look at how it wiggles around.
Turns the whole truck.
So big. Just don't feel like, I don't feel small in this car. I'm 5'5" and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Rogan, 5'3". You might not have known that.
Not known that.
But it's all about how you carry yourself.
How you carry yourself.
And how you present yourself. And a car like this is a direct reflection of Mike's. Elon was saying that it could drive on, at some point it's going to be able to float and then drive on water.
We would have to just improve the seals.
Sure.
But I'm sure that would be a package.
Quick, I could probably do that at home.
Pretty cool.
Was our Cybertruck test drive. And now, we're going to buy one of these things.
Which one fits you?
You know which one is going to fit me?
What you got, brother?
The one with the great big swastika on the side of it.
Damn! Oh my God. Owned him. Wasted his entire day. Yeah, you guys ever get bored? Just go test drive a Tesla. By the way, hey, these little Ukrainian wafers, the hazelnut ones, are amazing with coffee. It's gonna float, yeah. Floating Tesla. Electric vehicle and water. What could possibly go wrong?
Hey, how are you? How you doing? Quite a bit. Because I'm not buying this piece of shit, dude. This is... Hey.
Fucking losers work there. I would not. I don't care how much you paid me. Maybe $1 million a year. I'd work at a Tesla so I could donate most of my money to Ukraine. Arrest the president. You got that. More protests going on. I'm trying not to get copyrighted. God, I got too many of them. Nothing harmful, but copyrighted music isn't good. Over 1,000 individuals, Columbus, Ohio, Tesla protests. More Tesla protests, guys. It's happening. Stocks are plummeting. Federal workers share powerful story about town hall. I don't know if we've seen this one. We'll check it out.
And she's stuck over in a... I have a daughter who works for USA. And she's stuck over in another country and can't go home. I got 7 more years before I retire. They get ready to take the money that I worked hard for since I was 16 years old. And now I'm 57. And I won't have nothing. And I'm struggling. I am struggling. And they don't get it. I don't understand. Democrats, we gotta get down and dirty.
April 5th is tomorrow, guys. Who's out there protesting? I have to work. I'm fucking so pissed I have to work. I'm going to go on live stream before I go to work around the same time. But God damn it. You know, what am I going to do? I got to pay my bills. I should have planned it out better. Like, I totally could have taken the time off. I could have done something, but I've already missed so much work so far. Like, I went on LOA for my kid. I can't miss any work.
Look, first, let me just say this. Thank you for being here, because what you are managing, so many people, understandably so, would be in a fetal position in the corner, in bed right now. But you were here advocating for your baby girl, fighting for yourself, and other workers like her and you. I want to express my gratitude to both of you, because the humanitarian work of USAID is a...
Okay, I see 1, 2, maybe 3 people in the chat going tomorrow. Get your phones out, guys. Find your biggest social media platform. Go live. Put the phone up. Get it out there. Everybody needs to get their phones out there. There needs to be freaking 100 million people out there tomorrow. Or at least 1 million on the streets. All live streaming. Like, shut the internet down tomorrow.
I thank you for being here. Y'all, I really do look forward to a day where no one has to relive their trauma to compel action from their government. I am so sorry that you felt you had no other choice but to do that. But I heard you out fighting for you and your daughter, and we'll be in touch after this, okay?
Definitely going to follow her. What we got here? I don't want to listen to that. We already saw that. Is that all I got today? Yeah. I got some other articles I want to go through. Let's take a peek at the fundraiser real quick, though. We're going skibbity. What do we got going on here? Oh, people retweeting it. Oh, thanks, guys. We'll do bookmarks, and then we'll go... Easter Pisanki fundraiser. Where's the fundraiser? Where are we? Car for Ukraine. Car for Ukraine. There it is. Skibbity. Active campaigns. Learn more. Here it is. Where are we? Okay, well, we didn't go goose eggs today, so I'm happy, guys. No donations too small. Whatever you guys can do. From Threads, fella. Look at that. 1093 from Threads today. I'm staying on Threads. Holy crap. Yes. Thank you for everything you do for Ukraine. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Sharn. Thank you, Threads. Thank you, guys. Okay. Like I said earlier in the stream, Threads was really quiet, and I almost gave up. But I'm staying there for sure. That is freaking amazing, guys. We got to get to 11,000. We're not halfway there yet. Almost halfway. Almost half. 5,500 euros will be half. We're at 5,048 euros. 96 donations. Thank you guys very much. All right, see what I got bookmarked in X. Oh, this is a good one.
Alright, Elon, people weren't exactly thrilled with Liberation Day. They didn't realize it was about tariffs and not barbecues. What else can we liberate them from very strongly to make them happy?
How about Arabic numerals?
Like a new Muslim ban. Okay, what do we replace it with?
I was thinking, Roman numerals.
Very clever. That's going to do a lot for X.
Totally. Plus, then, everyone will be thinking about the Roman Empire all the time.
Not just the weirdos who love you and never had sex before?
Hey.
I like it. Let's think what else we can liberate ourselves from very strongly. How about exit signs?
Exit signs?
Exit signs. No more exit signs. The radical left nanny state ends now.
Yes, and all those federal workers can find their own fucking way out.
Yes.
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 This is so great.
Again, so liberating. Could do this all day.
Totally. Hey, speaking of which, maybe you could, like, liberate the Oval Office for a couple of days and just kind of let me...
Puppet regime on TikTok. Daughter of Texas One says, just had a Texas pastor on Trump's administration go to Ukraine, and he just realized that Ukraine needs military aid. I want to slap my... yeah, okay. So, if you can, send me a link to that on Discord. I want to see that. Is there a video of it, or was he, like, at your church saying they need help? And he just figured it out after 3 years. Three? How many years has it been? Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I'd love a video of that. I want more pastors getting involved and saying we screwed up. All right, here we go. 80-year-old woman getting arrested at a town hall.
Stand up. Stand up.
Yeah, you don't hurt her.
How fucking pathetic is this? Wow. Arrested for peacefully protesting in a Tennessee Senate hearing. She embodies the spirit of good. Lynn McFarland refused to be silenced. Standing her ground against a bill that would deny education to immigrant children. All right, see what's going on in Russia. Let's see what, or this is in Ukraine. These are Russian soldiers. What's the headline here? Russians in anti-drone suits. Look at these guys. What in God's name are they wearing? Dude. Look at that thing. Was that like the Wendigo? They need like deer antlers coming out. Fuck. You gotta be kidding me. Oh yeah, here's some Russian propagandists laughing at Witkoff. This is great.
Their drones were on their way. 7 of their drones were on their way when President Putin issued his order, and they were shot down by Russian forces. So I tend to believe that President Putin is operating in good faith.
It doesn't matter if we believe it ourselves. The main thing is that the empty American heads believe it. And then there's Witkoff. I'm impressed that Russia shot it down. Here's an example of an empty American head that believed it.
To believe that President Putin is operating in good faith.
Here's an example of an empty American head that believed it.
Oh my God. And we let these people get in charge of us. Unfucking real. Fucking clueless.
It voted for Trump in the November election. Then in February, she was fired from her civil service job.
Absolutely, I feel a little bit betrayed.
She was among more than 125 people dismissed last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
There's always that back and forth conversation now. It's like, you knew this was coming, but we didn't. Like, nobody that I've talked to understood the devastation that having this administration in office
Then why did you fucking vote for it?
would do to our lives.
No kings, no tyrants, no kings, no tyrants.
The cuts have shaken up a community that overwhelmingly voted for Trump. He won West Virginia with 70% of the vote, one of his biggest victories. But the betrayal felt by Pigott, a church-going conservative and 3-time Trump voter, comes as political analysts are examining early signs of a possible backlash in Republican strongholds like Parkersburg, where the government-slashing efforts of Trump and Doge are beginning to...
We didn't know he was going to do what he said he was going to do after he said he was going to do what he said he was going to do. We thought he would do something different because he doesn't do what he says he's going to do.
Hit home.
Elon Musk has basically taken over our government.
God bless you.
And has calling the shots, unfortunately, it seems to be.
A handful of Republican voters who lost their federal jobs joined Democrats at a recent anti-Doge protest near the Bureau of Fiscal Service offices in Parkersburg. But the federal job losses in the state could soon extend beyond the BFS building, says West Virginia University economics professor John Deskins.
West Virginia is at the...
The rest of the world knew what was going to happen? You mean all those people who don't speak American? Shit. Well, they matter. Shit.
Very top of the states in terms of the federal workforce as a share of total workforce in the state. So if the federal layoffs happen, if they hit West Virginia, we stand to suffer a disproportionate share when those jobs disappear, when that income disappears, when that spending leaves the state economy.
But in Reuters'
You know what really pisses me off is I was specifically talking to people on social media that lived in West Virginia about this subject, telling them this was going to happen. And they didn't fucking listen. They didn't listen, and now they're paying for it.
Interviews with 36 workers, business owners, and politicians in Parkersburg, nearly all said that Trump's focus on cutting government spending was a worthy goal. And Reuters Ipsos polling shows Americans' attitude toward Trump are so far essentially unchanged since he began firing federal workers in February. As of this week, his approval rating was holding steady at 44%.
Cutting costs and waste and fraud and. We love that big picture. I love that big picture. My friends, we were excited about that because it is true. But again, I can't help but go back to the fact that what is the decisions that you're making right now solving in the big picture? It just... So the concept of voting for that again, voting for Elon Musk essentially to wreck people's lives, I can't do it.
The economic impact of the mass dismissals across America may not be immediately felt. So far, 100,000 government workers have been fired or taken a buyout. Parkersburg is bracing for another round of layoffs. with all government agencies ordered to make plans to cut career staff by March 13th.
Well, I hope they like porridge and insects, because that's what they voted for. That's
Jennifer
what they asked
Piggott
for right
voted
there.
for Trump in the November.
Insect porridge. Y'all. Here we go. Broward County, Florida. I have no context to this, but this is crazy. Crazy. Broward County, Florida. April 1st, sheriff's deputy appears to hit a child with his car and then tackles him to the ground.
Stop!
Yo!
Stop it! Okay.
What, do you vandalize a Tesla dealership?
What the fuck? Yo.
What do you want to go do? That's wild. Alright, here we got some positive energy going on here.
All your America, following on from my last video, I just want to let you know, we see you. All your protests are coming through. It's very hard to censor media in the UK. It's all coming through. We see you. We're so proud of you. You've not resorted to violence. You're doing what needs to be done. You know the traps that are being set. It's amazing. You are leading right now, and it's amazing. And it's getting out. Europe sees it. The EU sees it. We all see it. And something you may not know, might not get reported there, after that journalist being added to that group text chat, Donald Trump is an absolute joke. You should see the media over here. They are ripping him apart. What you're doing is making a difference, and we support you in that. We know what's happening in April. Love the fact people of colour are staying at home. They know it's an excuse to use them. And I love the fact a lot of white folk in America are saying, yeah, you're right, you should stay at home, let us do this. That's amazing as well. You've got everything going for you now. Don't give up. It's being seen. We're there for you, okay? We see you. We see you.
April 5th is tomorrow, guys. Like I said, I have to work. Please, if you are not working tomorrow, go out there. Get your phone out. Live stream. I don't care if it's 2 people, if it's 1 person, if it's you by yourself. Get out there, put it on social media, whatever account you have the largest following on, and get this out there tomorrow. And I have a feeling it's going to be a really big turnout tomorrow. Really big. I don't know. I haven't heard much about it other than what I see on social media. I don't know. I don't know. But if you don't like this guy and this guy, if you have a problem with these two, go out there tomorrow and show how much of a problem it is to you, please. All right. That's all I got for you guys today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. It was a short stream, but I'm pretty busy right now. I'm still healing from this dental work I got done. Man, that was something else, having my tooth yanked out. That was something else. He was like jumping on my chest to get that tooth out. But he got it out without using the drill, so I'm really happy about that. Check out the Pin fundraiser. Like, subscribe. Please hit the like button, guys. Please. And if you can, after this, if you could comment into it, it would help the algorithm. I need to get this platform bigger. I'm trying to grow, guys. So help me with it. Easter campaign also, if you can, $5 is not too small. If you want to throw in $5 to this Carfu Ukraine fundraiser, it's pinned. I'll pin it in the comments as well after the live stream. And I will see you guys later. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Maybe a gaming stream with Merc tonight. He's been hitting me up about playing Arma. I just haven't felt good, but maybe I'll do it tonight. Anyways, here's a little outro. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for engaging in the chat. I like I said, this is probably the best early morning stream I've had so far as people watching. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.
Call for Ukraine. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. NAFO fellas gonna drive you insane. We're making moves while you're slower than molasses. We're riding deep, chasing donkeys off their asses. We all bosses, stomping schmucks like they're fastest. It's no wonder why the Peters wanna blast us. Can't surpass us, our razors hit the top. Stacking money like a crooked ass cop. Buying rides like a used Dodge Durango. Our whips hit you like that dude named Django. Now let's tango, this new beat is humongous. Burning on your toes like an itchy case of fungus. It's Easter time and the bunnies in among us. Brought to you by our renegade chungus, and we saying call for Ukraine. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. NAFO fellas gonna drive you insane. My fundraisers, my fundraisers, my fundraisers, ay, ay, my fundraisers, my fundraisers, my fundraisers, ay, ay, ay. Coming to a town near you, it's the most famous bunch of ballers repping NAFO crew. We raising money better than other fellas do, and we giving it all to this SAU. We stumble through your hood like we drunk on some beers, but all my fellas leaning on the monk of admit tears. So when you see say hey, it's time to give it up today. Don't you dare look away or unfollow, I just may. Yeah, I see you scrolling, but no boosting, you just trolling. If you broke as fuck, tweet out for other fellas who be rolling in the Fetty, the Mayo, the Skrilla, scratch that payroll. No slacking on your duties or go straight to Vatnik jail, cause my fundraiser's active. 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 Broken on this and fuck can make you feel really great, but we out here stacking bread for the 14th Met Brigade. So shell it out like an oyster freshly poured off a rock, or we gon' shake your ass for that 5 spot in your sock. A little goes a long way when we all pitching in. Time to dig up all that change from that couch you're sitting in. There's no time left to wait, we gotta all donate. Bust it out, make it rain, and show we pro-Ukraine, cause my fundraiser's active. 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 My fundraiser's
lasers active, my fundraisers.
Called to got you spitting on my bits. And NAFO fellas always reppin' with bomb hits. We wipe you out like toilet paper does the shits. Serve you up like cheesy eggs, bacon, and some grits. We are in your walls and we better than your cause. My Shiba Inu hungry, gonna bite you with his jaws. Designer keyboard ready for a pause. We posting memes, original with no flaws. We phone controls online for the cause. We never slow down, sleep or take a pause. We rolling deep in the fetty, that's our cause. We fundraising money, phone controls and breaking the laws. And we crazy smooth brain, don't ignite us. Bump until all my phalanges get rheumatoid arthritis. And that's why nobody ever wanna fight us. NAFO fellas never stop like a trainer virus. And we barking, biting, bonking, biting, wagging tails when we hit the night and sparking, lighting, igniting like a bomb in the fuse though. NAFO fellas be better than all your bots know. And we got no leader, I am the boss. 10,000 deep when we creep, ain't no time to floss like an owl. We don't sleep, we about that box, telegram to the X, we about the cause. And our moves are so fluid like we made of water, blowing warships up, you ran out of solder. You might think you're hot, but my game is harder. Take your chick to the tunnel like up to a goddard. Till the end we won't rep, that's all we gotta do. Tearing up the set with NAFO on its crew. We bustin' rhymes in the beats like all the fellas do. Better check yourself before my doggies do. Got you spitting on my bits. The NAFO fellas always reppin' with bomb hits. We wipe you out like toilet paper does the shits. Serve you up like cheesy eggs, bacon, and some grits.